Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
여러분 안녕하세요. 스타트맨.
Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to another show of the BJ Team Destruction League. Today we are gonna have a lot of TVC it seems, and a lot of CVC maybe perhaps as well, potentially. There's only a single Protoss today that will be in the mix. Anyway, he might do an all kill, who knows? I mean, it is Trap after all. It's going to be interesting to see. Anyway, day number 4. We have, let me take a look, Busan Guy number 2 versus Burn Park. Busan Guy, of course, the first in the standings right now versus the second place standings. It's kind of a big difference though, to be fair. Burn Park 2 having had 2 all kills made by Sue. And being ahead with 5 points right now. That's their total score. 5 points in total. And the next one in line is Burn Park, as I said before. But they only have a single point. So that is a difference of 4 points in total. So only if they... Well, I mean, even if they win 2-2... Wait, how does it work? 3-1. If they win 3-1, they still won't win. If they lose 3-1... I'm not sure. Math is difficult. That would be a difference of 2. So that would tie them up, right? That would tie them up. If they lose 3-1, Busan Guy 2, that is, at least, they would be tied up again with Burn Park. But that means Burn Park needs to have an all kill if they want to take the first place standing here from for this day. And after that, we have Steamed Burn Bang versus Woke Up This Morning. And let me double check that actually. Yeah, those are the bottom 2 tier teams. Also, funnily enough, a difference of -5 and -1 points. So it's kind of the same as on the top, but then in the negative. It's very equal. It's very mirrored here. I was seeing the overall thingamajigs, prize pools on the screen now. Playoff, a lot of Korean lettering. If you've been here before, you know that I'm absolutely abysmal with those. But we'll make it work anyway. I'm going to improvise. Try to read some of it. But yeah, I think that's just pretty much the money that's on the line. At least on the bottom there. Let me get this rolling as well. Okay. So, glad you all could join us today. I'm very much looking forward to this one. I'm interested in seeing if Busan Guy 2 is going to be sending out Sue as first player again. That's going to be quite interesting. I'm not sure if he's going to have as much of a good time as he was having before, since he is going to be fighting ZVZ pretty much exclusively here. Which could be rather difficult, of course. ZVZ, a very volatile matchup. Anything can truly happen in that matchup. And we're going to have to wait and see. Anyway, here is the overall schedule as well. Let's take a look at that one. There it is. We're now on day 21 tomorrow, and the day afterwards we also still have some stuff. This is the ranking system. For those who are not aware, the first one is Busan Guy number 2. The second one is Burn Park. After that follows Patience One-Man Team, I believe. The next one is Jin Air Yo. Then you have let me see, Steamed Bun Bang, and then on the end there is Woke Up to This. I hope I got all of those right. I've gotten some wrong. I know most of them, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling pretty confident that is the scores here. As we can see, if you win 3-0, you gain 3 points. If you win 3-2, you gain 1 point. And also the loser, of course, loses either 3 points or 1 point, depending on how far behind on score they were. Oh, this is pretty cool. We're seeing a overall overview of the people who won the maps above that. Player number 1 right now, the best player in this league. That is, in fact, Sue. With 6 wins in total, an all-kill, and 100% win rate. That is not something we're going to be seeing for a long time, I imagine. I mean, if he keeps that rolling, that would be absolutely mental. A 100% win rate, that is truly, truly great. A lot of people down there as well. I'm not quite sure who everyone is, unfortunately. But, let's see, we're seeing a lot of Zergs there on top. Singular Terran as well. That must be Maru, probably. Maru, absolute beast. Cleaning up fools as well. Dark Impact Armani. This is our first match for today. Versus Sue, Fancy, and DRG. So as we can see, we have a single Terran in the mix of 5 Zergs here to start things off with. And you know what? CVC doesn't have the best reputation overall, but to be fair, I'm kind of interested in seeing these Zergs play against one another, especially because we've been seeing a lot of foreign Zerg dominance. And I'm kind of hoping that these Zergs are, you know what, slowly adapting and going more into a foreigner type of playstyle here. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, here we go. First game has loaded up. In the bottom right side of the map, we have a blue Zerg player going by the name of Armani. And his opponent in the top left side of the map, it's the red Zerg, DRG. So this time we are actually gonna see DRG perform here. That is quite interesting. Maybe they put DRG up to the task for quite a while now to start practicing that ZVZ, just in case they were gonna fight against the Burn Park crew. But who knows? Maybe it is just to keep Sue safe as long as they, you know what, give DRG a couple of the starter people to defeat. Maybe Sue can clean up the rest in the name of Dark. I mean, Dark is going to be an absolute beast of an opponent where you need a very tough person to beat him as well, of course. And yeah, probably their best odds at that is either Sue or Fantasy. So sending out DRG here first, probably a little bit on the safe side. Trying to keep that players that are most likely to beat Dark a little bit safer here, perhaps. And also it gives DRG a chance to shine too. I mean, this is the team that is on top with 5 points, so they can afford to lose a couple of games here and there as well, but of course you never want to lose too many. That being said, DRG, I mean, it's not a throw pick here, guys. He's still a very good, strong player. That, especially in ZVZ, of course, can get anything to happen. Right, Overlords flying across the maps. We are seeing very similar build orders here. Maybe a couple more drones being squeezed out by DRG overall. Armani going for the Overlord behind this. Maybe gonna go for his links quicker. No, actually following up with the drones as well. So DRG just a little bit slower with that Overlord. So he's slightly supply blocked here for a brief moment in time. It doesn't seem to matter too much at all, actually. Just having a single drone there for a little bit longer period of time. So truly mirrored builds to about as much as you can ask. Already 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this. Let's see how long this keeps going. Honestly, this is like... this is pretty impressive. It's like they decided together somehow to do a certain build and they mind melded together into the same idea. Except for, I guess, Armani is chasing the links of DRG with his own links instead of sending them across the map here. Trying to keep them away from scouting out too much. Such as the drone line, for example. Seeing how many drones are on the natural base is always a very good way to kind of see and get a clear indication of how many links have been created. Now, DRG is ramping up the pressure here, guys. He's sending out a lot of links. He's making even more behind this. The speed for DRG has finished as well. Armani's speed will finish up soon. And Baneling's already in production right on top of the ramp here for Armani. Armani now trying to get this queen to safety, but nice micro there for DRG, making it a little bit difficult. But, oh boy, I think these Banelings might actually be... Oh, actually, that's pretty good stuff. The Baneling Productions is making it very difficult for all these Zerglings to get through, and there we go, they do manage to get through. Actually, most of the Banelings explode for DRG on top of the other Banelings, so not that much left here for Armani. Now we just need to see a nice micro for DRG, and he will be able to get a very nice, comfortable lead in this situation. Needs to be careful. Oh, no, wait, that's actually DRG's Baneling. Oh, 2 more Banelings for Armani coming in as well. This is becoming quite hectic now. Behind this, DRG did continue on to drone, and oh, nice pick up on that queen there. 3 links are being sacrificed to the Baneling gods, but that was very much worth it. Nice splitting here coming through, and manages to blow up both those Banelings as well. Did lose quite a bit, but not as much as Armani. Armani now, though, on the back pressure coming across the map as well. So a couple of Banelings being produced here by DRG, but on the wrong ramp, unfortunately for him. Smartly being maneuvered around here by Armani, going through the bottom side instead of the top side. Couple of links looking for some way in, but it looks like DRG, who has enough banelings to kind of hold off this aggression here. As long as his micro does not fail him, he should be okay. Oh, losing 2 banelings for 1 though, that is a bit unfortunate, but then cleaning the other one up with a couple of Zerglings there. And now, oh wow, DRG already making the roaches, only just now Armani putting down his own roach warren. That could be troublesome. It could give a little bit of a timing perhaps for DRG if he moves his roaches over in time. I'm not sure if he also went for lay attack actually. If he also has lay attack and he starts up that roach speed, that would help out immensely. I'm not sure, I don't think he did actually. Most likely we would have already seen that in production if that was the case. But yeah, it's going to be very tight here for Armani. He needs to start his roach production right now if he wants to hold off against this incredible amount of roaches. 12 roaches and a lot of links coming across here. Right, there they are. 6 roaches in the production tab. Almost halfway done. As the roaches are almost halfway across the map as well. They might still get into a good position in between these bases though, making it very difficult for Armani's roaches to form some sort of defense here. Right. Here come the roaches right on top of the queens, trying to blow up all the enemy banelings here. The Zerglings also trying their best to get some sort of surface area, but the banelings solve DRG, making it very difficult. The spine crawler being blown up as well by those banelings, and the banelings 5 more still remaining. DRG just rolling through here. I don't think Armani has much else that he can do in this situation. A lot of stuff already going down, and GG is called. DRG taking the first map here. Very well played by Mr. DRG. That was pretty cool, honestly. I've been waiting for seeing DRG play for quite a while now. Of course, he's not been making it as far in the GSL as some of the old school fans have been hoping he would do. But you know what? That was pretty good. That was pretty sharp, sharply microed, and nicely done, honestly. We're just gonna have to wait to see if he can pull through, and if this was a one-time fluke, or if he manages to do this a couple. Well, I mean, 2 more times. 2 more times would be good, right? But then again, I want to see Fantasy play too, honestly. We haven't not seen Fantasy yet, as far as I'm aware, or at least I haven't. Maybe he played on the one day where I wasn't casting and I didn't manage to catch that. So maybe he played that, but then that would have been a loss, so that's not that great either. Anyway, I believe it was on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday when we had the other cast as well. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. Where Stu just went for the all kill, so we did not see Fantasy there. Now, who knows? Maybe we will get to see him today. That would be ever so lovely, but we do need to have DRG falter on our map though. He's going to be playing versus Impact. Impact still an opponent where I can see DRG kind of come out on top there. Versus Dark though, it's going to be very tough. It's going to be incredibly rough. But then again, you know what? I hate to be like a broken record here, but CVC, man, anything can happen truly. DRG, I wouldn't put it past him to beat Dark too. Honestly, you just need to catch your opponent off guard for a second or two, and you could get a significant lead, establishing yourself a victory. I'm just gonna go and check if I'm still linked up on Team Liquid here for a second as well, guys. Yes, we are. Okay, that is absolutely lovely. Alright, so who will Burn Park send out next? Impact or Dark? Will they go for the big guns, or will they stick to the slightly smaller ones? And there it is. It is in shape and form of Impact. The blue Zerg right now on the bottom left side of the map. World of Sleepers. And his opponents, DRG, the red Zerg. Over here in the top right side. Can he do it again? Can he get himself a second victory here on the ball? That would be absolutely amazing. Truly showing that, at least in the ZVZ matchup, he is not to be faulted with, guys. He is not to be, you know, thought of lightly. He is still a force to be reckoned with. Production tab was a little bit empty there for a while, but there they are. A couple of hatcheries coming down in the production tab. More drones also on the way. And nothing too crazy. Both these players actually playing very greedy here. It might be because of the longer distance in World of Sleepers. It's a very big map, guys. It takes a long time to move across the map here. Also, it's very likely that your Overlord will scout them out before they are fully there, just because of how the map works. Otherwise, you would have to run around quite a long distance here. You know, and then already on a map that is quite big, the distance would become even more so. And because of that, it's not the greatest map for early Ling aggression, I would assume. But maybe because of that, your opponent is going to be greedy, and that would make it the perfect map for circling aggression. It's always a balance. It's always a balance that you have to find. A little bit of a guessing game at the start here, always, as to what your opponent is doing. But that guessing game will soon end as these overlords are verifying what is up. And what their opponent have been doing, opponents have been doing on the other side of the maps here. Right, couple of links now are running across. Oh, this is pretty cool. Impact going for the rich Vespian Geyser base. Might be a little bit more difficult to defend overall. But then again, I mean, it's not terribly far away. It's like it's not that much further away than the other base. The only thing is that it's incredibly open. And it's very susceptible to any sort of Ling aggression, of course. But then again, I mean, if you also have Lings, maybe that's a benefit, right? As long as you kind of control correctly, you should be fine. Now, I did get scouted here by DRG. DRG now trying to run around as much as possible, keep these Lings preoccupied and away from his own third base. Impact looking at that third base location on the rich Vespian Geyser as well. Not really seeing anything so far. And both players also getting their Baneling nests up and ready to go. Okay, DRG also scouting this with these two Lings. He's been pretty adamant about having these Lings be successful scouts here. Doing quite a good job indeed. Right, still we are seeing, I believe, singular evolution chambers, unless Impact, this is his second Evo chamber. That's very much a kind of a, oh no, what's it? I'm not even sure. But yeah, that's quite a Korean type of style. Okay. Lay attack on the way as well. For Impact here. Together with a Roach Warren on the other side of the map for DRG. Okay, now he's also, Impact also getting his Roach Warren. I mean, it could be pretty good, right? He should be able to get that quick Roach speed. And maybe he will be trying to get himself into some sort of a Mutalisk technology here as well. We're gonna have to wait and see. Impact trying his best to micro against the Lings of DRG here as well. Oh, nice scout. Actually, both players managing to get Lings into their opponent's main base and seeing what is up and pretty much everything what their opponent can throw at them at this state of the game. Now he sees that there is no lay attack on the way, so Impact worries about some sort of heavy aggression coming in, and he's right to worry. So he's throwing down 2 spine crawlers here. Has a lot of roaches, 11 roaches, and more Lings are on the way here. Oh, those Banelings are being cut out of position here. Need to run away as quickly as they can away from those roaches. Lings trying to counterattack. Trying to buy a little bit more time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Those spine crawlers, I'm not even sure if they're gonna finish. Oh boy, it's gonna be close. Alright, one of them does finish. That's pretty good. Is there transfuse available for that Spinecrawler? It doesn't appear so. Drones are gonna have to be pulled off the line here. Roaches are available. It looks like DRG might be able to pull through here. More links are streaming across the map as there's no banelings right now available. As far as the eye can see, that's a lot of links. Yep, the drones thought they were good to pull backwards again, but unfortunately for them, those links are absolutely troublesome and plentiful in numbers here. Coming in from the back, and that might very well be it. Is it though? Is Impact gonna continue on here? This is quite dangerous. He's still getting more roaches, of course, so he's gonna be able to... I believe he does have +1 attack on those roaches, so he's gonna two-shot the links, but there's so many links, and it looks like DRG is just slowly snowballing this into his favor here as he is trying... Oh, just getting hit by a bile there, but still though, this is such an incredibly difficult situation for Impact to deal with. Very nice aggression. Oh, wow. Ravager just barely surviving there. Okay, Impact holds on for now. The links are not enough anymore. The roach numbers did manage to climb up high enough, so very nicely done there by Impact. Keeping up the injects, keeping up his production on roaches, and now trying to re-drone up again after losing quite a few. Being behind in drones there for a while. But, I mean, DRG behind this, being able to start up his layer attack as well. It's ready and rolling now. So he's getting a spy attack, +2 attack and roach speed of his own. I'm not even sure if Impact actually went for the roach speed already. He may have waited. Yeah, there it is. That makes a lot of sense actually, to wait in that situation. Just have that little bit of extra money to defend with. DRG, is he actually going to continue on the aggression here? That's a lot of links, but the banelings should be able to keep this safe, this area. Changeling coming in, alright, does get spotted out. DRG might just be feinting that he's coming in to attack again and trying to get up to the Mutalisk behind this. I mean, as soon as he has those Mutalisks and they come in, and Impact has just been trying to prepare for another roach circling attack, and he might have a nice little bit of an advantage here. Oh, Link's trying to surround that Ravager, but not going to be able to do so. Roach speeds about to finish up for both these players. Couple of banelings. Is Impact going to try to commit to that one? Actually, no, just running through. I think he saw the roaches there, waiting for anything like that to happen. And decided that he would just be throwing money away if he did try to commit to a baneling run by there. Now both players kind of equalizing a little bit here. The one thing I'm very worried about is these Mutalisks, of course, that are coming in right now. There's 7 Mutalisks in total, and this is going to force Impact his hand. He's moving across the map with all of his roaches, with all of his Ravagers. He's just been prepping for this ground attack from DRG, and now the Mutalisks are completely blindsiding him. Spore Crawlers are on the way as Impact, oh my dear lord, I'm not sure if this is indecisiveness or if he's just trying to make it more difficult for the Mutalisk to take down those Ravagers. Alright, Spore Crawlers are ready. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough here. DRG not committing any further onto those Mutalisks, just going up to 8 Mutalisk here and hunting down Overlords. Now that is a very nice way to get the upper hand. This is kind of what I expected Impact to be doing, as he got that quicker layer technology, but he never really made use of it. Now he's trying to get all his Overlords back across the map again, but he doesn't have Overlord speed, so a lot of them are gonna go down here. As Impact now scratching his head, having to recreate most of his Overlords, most of his supply. Availability now in the red. And behind about 40 supply in total already as well. Having to spend a lot of money into the Overlords now, of course, recreating them. As he is going to get his Lurker Den. So Lurker Den on the way for Impact. I think that is the one ticket out of here, but I'm not sure if DRG is going to sit around and wait for that to happen. He's already moving across the map with those roaches, with the Ravagers joined up by those Mutalisk. The Mutalisk, though, are being zoned out by a couple of Spore Crawlers that have been created. There's still just a slight handful of... Oh boy, this is not going to go well at all for Impact. Impact realizing he has to get the best concave in the world, but DRG just moving forwards, and this is not looking good at all. Almost, well, more than double the supply now actually for DRG. DRG is just rolling through, and before the Lurkers were able to get on the map, DRG wins this map. So very well played. Does the game differentiate between the different players' creep for speed buffs, etc.? No, it doesn't. So it's actually a big deal in the CVC matchup where, especially in those ground battles, you don't see Zergs truly spreading that much creep. They just spread it up to a certain point. Otherwise, counterattacks, they become such more very capable of dealing a lot of damage, right? It's more easy for them as well in the CVC matchup to use their overlords, more so for scouting and trying to keep an eye out on their opponents. So they opt to do that instead. And then the creep spread, you just want to have a little bit of creep spread. Are the two casters wearing matching suits? Yeah, TY is wearing the same one as... I'm not sure about the other ones. I think the middle one is called Park, right? I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, they are, actually. Even the same little thing over here. No, wait, over here. I'm not even sure. It's probably one of those suits that they got from the studio, right? It makes me feel better about myself that I don't have a suit ready to go either. But yeah, both the casters here. It's nice to have the head caster though in a nicer suit in the middle. It looks like. I'm not even sure if it's a nicer suit. It's just different. Looks like he does have the same tie though, doesn't? Oh no, actually it is a little bit different as well. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. It looks pretty cool to me. So yeah, interesting game. If the Lurkers actually had gotten to be created there, maybe Impact holds, just because there wasn't that much to deal with them, and that would have forced DRG to go into a later part of the game, right, where he would have to try to get some sort of anti-lurker technology in the shape of Vipers. Vipers would have been really good, or maybe even a bigger air army, but on World of Sleepers, I would say that isn't the best call. Probably Vipers would have been the best option to deal with those, but he didn't even need to because he just moved across the map before they were actually already out on the map. Anyway, that means we are gonna see either... no wait, we are gonna see Dark here. Wow, Dark already on the block now, being forced out by his opponents. Burn Park have to pull all the plugs now. They have to switch all the switches. They have to do everything within their capabilities to push back against Busengai too. And it's going to all be in the hands of Dark. Can he hold on against this onslaught of DRG, the ZVZ mastermind so far? We'll have to wait and see, honestly. And then afterwards he also has to go through Fantasy, and not only Fantasy but also Sue. Sue, the guy that has had 2 all kills so far in his name, the 100% win rate player after 6 games. And here he is, the final boss for Burn Park. It's the blue Zerg, it's Dark. And he's fighting against the red Zerg in the top left here. Already 2 games in this series in his name. It's DRG. Okay, I mean, Overlords flying across the map here once again. Let's just relax, wait for everything to unfold here, guys, because CVZ is such a scary matchup, honestly. Like at any time, I feel like they can just walk across the map and one of them is just gonna kill the other one. I'm never quite sure when it's gonna happen. guess just looking at the supply would be the best call. But, yeah, my microphone is actually just in a bit of a spot where I should move it downwards, actually. Now I can see the supply. Ridiculous. Oh, wait, anyway, it doesn't matter too much. So once again, we're seeing mirrored builds coming out of these players. And let's see what Dark actually does differently from his two Zerg brethren that are on his team as well. And maybe how he is going to pull through a victory here. It's going to be rough. DRG already on an absolute tear here. He's proven himself very worthy in the ZVZ matchup. And it would be kind of awkward, perhaps, to have this one series only last about 45 minutes. The first best of 5, we would already have to go into the second best of 5 afterwards if DRG wins this one. Which will be Steam to Bang versus Woke Up to this. The two bottom tier teams. But then again, I mean, they might be the bottom 2 tier teams, guys, but if you hear just the names that are in those teams, you're like, how does this happen? It's because this entire tournament is just so incredibly stacked, guys. It's absolutely insane. All the top Korean players are in here. But we have, from Steam to Bang, Rogue Innovation, True, and they will be playing against Woke Up to this, Trap, Bunny, and Alive. So if you are looking forward to some TVZ and a little bit of P in there, you will have to wait a little bit longer. Actually, we might still see TVZ. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Fantasy is in these the team as well, but DRG is just, you know what, been absolutely relentless, and it looks like DRG once again ramping up the aggression. A lot of links coming out here. Once more on the production tab. How is Dark going to respond against this? How will his micro hold off the onslaught of links coming through here? He's already got his Baneling Nest on the way, which is a good sign. He's making a couple of links here to stay safe. His speed actually was a little bit slower than DRG's, but doesn't seem to matter too much. Alright, links now coming through. The Overlord has spotted it. Baneling should be in production. 6 Banelings on the way. Oh, that is nice positioning on those Banelings, trying to keep a tight wall off here, but actually his third base now under a lot of pressure, and that is going to fall. I'm not sure if anything actually is going to be able to defend against this. I very much doubt it. If Dark, though, splits up his units in time. Oh my god, that was close still. Much closer than I thought that would be. But yeah, the third base for Dark going down, and DRG now up in supply. By quite a large margin here, and also having more workers here. That's the most important part, with quite a large margin as well. About 11 workers ahead, just because he's been making drones afterwards, and it looks like Dark made a lot of links. Of course, you never know how much of a follow-up on other links it's going to be, and Banelings might come in to play as well. Try to attack your natural afterwards. But it looks like Dark actually going to go for the lay attack here. He added it a lot quicker than his opponent did. Oh my dear lord, that Link got that at the exact right time as the Queen from the wall off went to go inject his hatchery. I don't know how DRG realized that was happening, but that was pretty near psychic actually. Right. Luckily for Dark, he manages to get his links into the main base of DRG as well. So he sees that he has the timing advantage here against that lay attack timing. Of course, it's hard to see how far along that lay attack is. Oh my dear lord, that's a lot of Banelings coming through. Good thing for Dark that he does not have any real workers here yet, so you shouldn't lose. Oh, the Banelings killing 2 more Banelings here. DRG on absolute terrorizing Zerg here, honestly. Doing a wonderful job at just controlling those Banelings, controlling those Zerglings as well, and trading out favorably pretty much every time. And now 90 supply versus 70. The 20 supply gap. Now, half of that is in workers, half of that is in army supply. Mostly because Dark, of course, is almost ready with the Spire. So he saved up a lot of money. So he's going to be able to get his Mutalisk out. But it looks like DRG is already prepared for something like this. He's got a Nidus Worm over here. The Nidus Worm is going to be absolutely amazing at dealing against these Mutalisk. The Mutalisk will be able to be forced back in the own base. Alright, can Dark kill off this Nidus Worm before anything bad comes out? The drone's actually stopping the surface area here. Alright, I mean, it did get killed off, but a lot of roaches still in the main base here of Dark. And Dark now having to defend with those Mutalisk. A second Nidus Worm in the third base for Dark as well. The Mutalisk are going to take a long ass time to really deal with them. Oh boy, I'm not sure if this is going to be that successful here. The Mutalisk trying to clean up another Nidus Worm here as the drones are just running away. 6 drones falling already. Full spine crawlers, kind of panic spines now being created here at the front door for Dark, trying to buy himself some sort of time, some sort of defense. As, oh dear, DRG already put a creep tumor in the main base of Dark as well, so he's going to just be able to keep making Nidus Worms in the main base, and this is absolutely terrific amounts of damage. 30 drones going down. DRG, you absolute ZVZ god. He's doing it again. Another Nidus Worm in the main base, pulling through more roaches. Another one in the natural, and Dark is just being pulled apart here. He still has Mutalisk, but I mean, it's not that difficult for DRG now to just make a couple of spore crawlers. And I say a couple, he can just make however much he wants to, because he just killed the entire economy of Dark, and even, oh my god, even almost killing the main base here. More Nidus Worms being created, more roaches spilling on through, and more drones about to be killed off here. The Mutalisk are just not enough in number to deal with this, and Dark, GG's out of there. DRG actually taking the all kill against all those Zerg opponents. Absolutely amazing. Who would have thought that DRG had it in himself, killing off 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 other Zerg opponents, and truly great ones at that as well. Armani, Impact, and Dark, all of them falling to the might of DRG there. Very well played, honestly. He read Dark like a book, and he played amazingly against that play. That was truly magnificent, honestly. A very, very well played ZVZ there by DRG. Very, very intelligent play overall as well. Continuously just being one step ahead of his opponents. And yeah, I can't do much else than just command him for that brilliant ZVZ. It's unfortunate that, again, we are not going to see Fantasy play, which I've been waiting for quite a while now. But you know what, Busen Guy 2, a team that is on an absolute tear. This is the 3rd all-kill for Busen Guy 2. 2 of them have been Su, to be fair. Su, absolute great player as well. But now, DRG proving that he is capable of doing just the exact same thing. And Busen Guy 2 is going to take a lead of 8 points now. And, I mean, that is going to put Burn Park back to -2 points, actually. And that's gonna put him on well, 1 point, well, yeah, 1 place above the bottom place team. But then again, I mean, woke up to this, or might pull through it just ever so slightly, but not as heavily. And then Steamed Bang might be on the bottom here. I'm not even sure. Will it? Oh my god, maths, I don't even know. I'm not gonna do them anyway. If you want to do the maths, go and take a look at the Liquipedia page. I'll post it in the chat right now. There you go. The way those Banes moves is so funky. Unless it just looks fast because my stream is catching up. Maybe. Potentially. Hope it looks okay for everyone else, of course. We have this matchup coming through right now, guys. Rogue, Innovation, and True. They are, well, 2nd place from the bottom, and then the bottom place is actually Alive, Bunny, and Trap. Alive did take over the team for Parting apparently having to quit here. Deciding not to play. But yeah, I mean, that should be very interesting too. It's a bit unfortunate, of course, because the tournament was kind of lackluster on Protoss overall, so a lot of people were hoping to see Parting play, of course. Parting, an absolute fan favorite, truly. But yeah, Alive, another great opponent to replace him. Or player, perhaps. Anyway, looks like we are setting up the next one, guys. At least the players are setting up the next one. They're getting ready for it. And we have Mr. Bunny versus Mr. True. A TVZ matchup. Now, let's see what will happen in this one. TVZ, one of the matchups that can go very, very late game. Doesn't always do so, but you know what? It's a possibility. True and Bunny are gonna be fighting this one out. And Acropolis, I mean, not a lot of people, you know what, just seeing the map and comparing it to the other maps, you wouldn't say that it's a map specifically made for really long games, but it's like one of those in-between maps, which I very much appreciate, because it kind of facilitates quick play, and it also facilitates a very long macro style. Pretty much anything can happen, which is a fun thing about this map. It's not like Thunderbird, where you're kind of expecting a longer game. And it's not like, what else? Disco Bloodbath, maybe, where you would expect maybe a shorter game, just rush distance. It's kind of one of those in-between games, which is maps, which is very nice to see. Makes it all very, very interesting. Anyway, looks like we are going to be seeing a quick command center out of Bunny. The Reaper is going to be created too. And that is a very quick third base from True here. True setting up shop across the map here. 3 bases on the way. Queens now also being produced. But yeah, that third base being put down before even the second base was finished up. Before it was 1 minute 50 actually. Now that Reaper's moving across the map, trying to figure out what is going on. I think that base is kind of there to make sure that, at least the timing is, to make sure that there's no SCV that's going to be able to block it off, and then you don't have the Reaper coming in later, and then, you know, it can delay your third base by quite a bit. So having that one a little bit earlier is very cool to see. Reaper doing a little bit of harassment, seeing that there's only 4 links out, seeing that there's no drones on the natural. It would be absolutely amazing for Bunny to be able to scout out that Roach Warren, of course, though, in the main base. He needs to see that one if he wants to start prepping for it. He's already going to start production, it looks like, for Hellions. Hellions, of course, not the type of unit that you really want to see in this situation. True, maybe kind of playing the mind games here by having that third base up so quickly, making it appear like he wants to go for a very heavy macro game, and then just going for the Roaches instead. These Zerglings, beautiful position as well. Gonna deny the Reaper here from getting into the main base. And 6 Roaches now on the way for True. True is gonna do a very heavy all-in, and it doesn't look like Bunny is aware at all. Even the Reaper now moving back across the map, so oh boy, he's not even going to be able to scout them as they come out of this base here. This would have been the perfect time for him to see them, as the Reaper just kind of stands at the front of the creep tomb as usually to try and deny creep. But he's not even going to see them now. He has no idea this is coming his way. He grouped up with the Hellions, and well, this could be absolutely horrendous for him. This could be the biggest bloodbath in the world. Oh my god, even the Roach is waiting in the shrubbery, killing off a Hellion for free. Now this is absolute panic mode for Bunny. Bunny lifting up his command center. His SCV's retreating into the main base. He needs to form some sort of a defense. Actually, keeping his command center on the low ground. Might want to try to buy a little bit of time here if True decides to attack that command center. True too smart to do so though, and going straight into the main base here. Hellions, a Marauder, and a couple of Marines with the SCV support are trying their best to hold on at this ramp location, trying to get some sort of a defense going. And you know what, he may very well have enough actually. He did a very well job here. And True behind has just been droning up, so he did a little bit of damage. How many workers? 7 workers did go down though. So 26 workers actually versus 46. That is a very devastating difference. And now True just kind of has to stay alive against any type of a counterattack from potential Hellions, maybe? I'm not sure even what you could do. We are seeing the starport being created. Maybe battle cruisers would be a good call here. Maybe like some sort of benchy harassment, but you need to do economic damage of your own after taking that initial blow. Alright, he does manage to get through past the Zerglings there this time. Of course, True not really paying that much attention anymore since, well, the beans have been spilled. It doesn't matter too much anymore what he sees. And now killing off a couple of workers here. 2 workers do go down, 3 workers, but alright, 4 workers. I mean, it's not nothing. It's better than no workers, of course, but he's still behind with almost half the worker count here, guys. That is not where you want to be as a Terran player at this time in the game. He does have his 3rd base up and rolling, so it's going to help out a lot, right? His mules will be very significant. Let's see, alright, going for double medevac drop here. This is something that may very well help him get back into this game. It's going to come down to the control. There's no Baneling Nest yet, so I mean, it does still have quite the potential to do a bit of damage here. True also, though, already going up to a 4th base and putting down a macro hatchery as well. Getting his +1/+1. So is Bunny, of course. Bunny. Let's take a look at this drop. It's already been scouted out here by the Overlord. So True's moving into position, boosting through, trying to get some sort of damage, but the Lynx are already here. Well, the Lynx did get cleaned up. Queens are rolling through too, though. This might still be... Oh, the transfuses are good enough. Needs to be careful not to lose the medevac. Losing a medevac there. Oh, my dear lord. That is very painful. Losing half those forces right there without killing any single drone whatsoever. And that wouldn't be the worst case scenario if Bunny wasn't already behind. Now, looks like everything is going from bad to worse here for Bunny. But, I mean, he does have his 3rd base. His income, funnily enough, the mineral income is still kind of equal, right? Gas income too, so he's kind of equalizing in that department, but still quite honestly terrified of what kind of Zerg army is going to be moving across the map. It's a lot of Lynx here. So far, 4th base also on the way. I'm not sure if True is aware that there is a 3rd base already in place. Not sure if he went to look for that 3rd base over there, but, well, looks like he's more worried about the other location. Anyway, we are seeing a big bioclump with 3 medevacs coming through here, denying a little bit of mining here, but he needs to pick up and leave again. Because there were a lot of Lynx and Banelings actually there as well. That's a funny location for a factory. That's a lot of factories also, actually. 3, going up to 3 factories here. Am I counting that correctly? Still going for the bioforces though, but that's a very large amount of factories. Is that going to be for a lot of Widow Mines? Actually cancelling the factory there. I'm not sure anymore what is happening. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there from Bunny. It was a very odd location anyway for that factory to be there, but... Alright, anyway. Bunny now gonna be able to try again with a couple of drop medevacs here. And to be fair, like, I thought True would definitely put on some sort of a follow-up pressure after dealing quite that large amount of damage at the early stages of the game. It hasn't happened yet though. It looks like just the pressure of Bunny has been able to keep True on his own side of the field here. Not True though, of course he is getting his, what is this, 5th base. He's getting his Hive Tech as well. +2/+2 on the way for both players, but oh, needs to lift up, watch out, not get hit by those Widow Mines himself. Right, picks up both Widow Mines too. He doesn't have Drilling Claws yet, but they're on the way. And this is not going to work out as a drop, unfortunately. Waiting, oh my god, it is True waiting for those Marines to unload. It looks like he is, and as they are unloaded, he is rolling in with Banelings, as he also has a couple of links in the main base. Oh, and it's killing off 2 of his own workers there. I mean, it's not the worst, but oh, nice pull away, but still losing 7 more workers here. Not too shabby by True. Not too shabby at all. Doing quite nice bits of damage everywhere across the map, as Lynx and Banelings are cleaning up most of the dropping happening from Bunny here. More Lynx are being Zeppelined into the main base here. Sitting inside of the balloon. The Zerg balloon. Anyway. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Let's take a look at that. Ultralisk Cavern. +3/+3 with that Ultralisk Cavern. Also Adrenal Glance. It's looking like True has just been waiting for this one to occur. And Bunny, he may very well succumb to that as soon as they pop out of here. Oh, that's a lot of Widow Mines, but a lot of it hitting the Bioforces as well. Planetary Fortress keeping his base safe though for now. And it looks like, oh my dear lord. True is very good at setting off these Widow Mines actually on friendly targets here, and coming in with a flank as well. All the Bioforces are falling, and that's before 3-3 is ready, and before Adrenal Glance is ready too, and before there's any Ultralisk on the map. So that does not bode well here for Bunny at all. Now, also having quite a large amount of medevacs here. I'm not sure how many medevacs that is, but might be a little bit too many for the amount of bio that he has. Of course, none of them are gonna fall because of he's only fighting against Ling Baneling so far. Now, after the Ultralisk are in production, we're also seeing a Spire being created here for True, as True is still just wreaking havoc upon his Terran opponents at pretty much anywhere where Bunny is trying to get some sort of a foothold, some sort of advantage. He's being met by absolute slaughter. Except for here then, I suppose. Although it's not going to last long. Alright, cancelling a base there. That's not too bad. It's a shame that it's the 6th base though. That is, I have to admit. You know, it would have been nice if that was the 5th base, but unfortunately not going to work out that way this time. And True showing how to do the aggression as well. Coming in with Lynx. Actually not going to be able to truly push through here. I mean, I'm not sure if that matters too much. He's just making some room for his Ultralisk to have some supply too. So he can feed his Ultralisk. And this is a nice drop. It's going to be able to see that there is in fact the Ultralisk Cavern. He's already been making Liberators, to be fair. He's also adding in the Fusion Core so he can get the Liberator range. And this is a good drop actually, getting 8 workers so far. The Ultralisk now a little bit more slow. And oh, this is a big push coming into that 4th base. But then again, there's a counterattack coming through as well. A lot of Lynx and Ultralisk coming in ready to destroy this 3rd base location for Bunny, and Bunny not paying attention to his main forces anymore, getting surrounded by Banelings and losing that entirety of the push. Now this Planetary Fortress is all that stands between Bunny and potentially losing this game. He's not repairing at all either. That is absolutely devastating. 29 workers falling immediately, getting cleaved as they try to mineral walk through the Zerg army here. Absolute devastation being taken place here by Bunny. Bunny just not having done enough damage there, taking loss after loss in the early games, and now just in a very, very difficult position overall, and not managing his forces the way that you would need to still make a victory happen here. Now those are reasonable Widowmine hits. There's no Overseer here either, and there's Liberators ready to kill off the Ultralisk, actually killing off so many Ultralisk right there. Maybe a little bit of a maneuvering there from True as well that took place. Just because he walked all his Ultralisks through those 2 Liberator Zones. Now 4 Liberator Zones are being set up here. Widow Mines underneath to defend against the Corruptors too. A lot of Zerglings and Marines ready to do the dance of death. Banelings rolling through, needs to move backwards. Oh, that's a big connection though. Needs to split as in little Terran hard out. Okay, I mean, he's still in this. He's still pushing through. More Widow Mines coming in. Marauders need to start dealing damage here as long as he kills off another base. Maybe another base in the northern side as well. I think Bunny still may have a very good chance of pulling through here. And somehow, some way, after True losing a lot of Ultralisk for pretty much nothing in the middle of the map due to Miss Micro and beautiful placement of those Liberators by Bunny. Bunny deciding to just jump into the natural here, seeing that there's Banelings being morphed in, cancelling all of those. And this is the clean sweep for him actually, now doubling the supply pretty much. Killing off another Ultralisk as it spawns more, well, another one coming in from the north with a couple of Banelings as support, but nice splitting coming out of True, Bunny, I mean, excuse me guys, GG is called. What in the world did just happen? Wait, hello, guys. Oh, there we go. They were stunned. They couldn't believe it. They were frozen in place, those Korean casters. I don't know if you guys saw that. My overlay switch wasn't working for a moment. I have no idea why. Anyway. Looks like we are good now again. Let me just double check actually if this transition is still working. Yeah, it's working again. Alright. Alright, I mean, whatever. That was crazy. True, somehow, some way, still not being able to push through that. I honestly thought that he would have that one in the bag. Like, he was rolling him continuously, left, right, and center. Killing off so many of those drops, not allowing them to do any damage at all, anywhere. But Bunny just patiently re-macroing up, getting those bioforces ready again, and those Liberators just making them in time and prepping for the follow-up in time as well, and being able to just barely hold on afterwards, and then immediately, you know what, pushing through with an enormous amount of momentum. Very, very well played there. Let me just sneeze real quick. Is it still coming? I don't know, guys. I think I bolstered up. I think I jinxed it. I said I was gonna sneeze, and then my entire body was like, "Oh, we're not." Yes, we are, but no, we're not anymore. All right. Anyway. Yeah, interesting game. We're gonna go into game number 2. Who will they send out? It will be Rogue. Oh, wow, Rogue. Well, maybe the best player in this team for Steamed Bang. You know what, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to go down too much in score. But then again, they also have Innovation. Innovation, an absolute beast in TVT as well. Previously, in previous games, we've seen Innovation take down Maru as well. And actually on Saturday we saw Innovation take down Zest. Innovation on a absolute tear right now. He's been going at it, honestly, and making very nice performances, and getting the scores to resemble those performances. Okay, now what are we seeing in this game? A quick expo from Rogue. Reaper, quick expand from Bunny is what it's looking like so far. So truly the bread and butter, or the rice and something else if you are not from Europe or America. Probably don't have too many of those viewers here right now because there is the Korean stream as well. Okay, there's the Reaper, there's the Orbital. Looks like the SCVs are coming down as well, ready to make that command center. It's a nice little star that he made in patrols. Ah, beautiful Bunny. Well done. He's a happy little boy after that game. I don't blame him, honestly. I'm not sure if he was supposed to still win that, but he did. So, congratulations to him. Rogue on the other side of the map, not going for that very, very quick third base. He's just going to go for a, you know, it's still a quick third base, but not as crazy as we saw previously. Like 1 minute 45 or something was that third base being created there. That's absolutely bonkers. And as we can see right here, the SCV still coming in time here now to keep the drone from making that hatchery. Just barely though. And then the Reaper will come in to help out this situation. Is he going to come in time? Oh, it was... The SCV realized that he was about to falter, and then before the Reaper got there... Oh, Reaper, you got to stay near your target, buddy. You got to stay on top of things. Or else that drone is going to be able to escape from that Vespian Geyser and just go for the hatchery anyway. I guess it doesn't matter too much because Rogue already made a third base on the top, but... I mean, it would be kind of, it would be alright, right, if he kills off the drone here, but maybe he would want to have his Reaper at the main door because there are these links coming in. Okay, I mean, the command center has been finished off, so it doesn't matter too much anymore. Third base, very quick third base here from Bunny, being constructed. Bunny, I think he realizes that the third base has been taken elsewhere. Oh my god, is he gonna get the drone? Come on, he tried so hard for so long. He deserves that drone kill, and he does get it, so... yeah, not too shabby. That was a lot of extractors being built there, trying not to lose that drone. It almost, you know what, maybe it would have been more beneficial for him not to have made that many extractors and then cancelling them and just losing the drone earlier on. But then again, it did preoccupy the Reaper for a really long time, so maybe... You know what, just in giving Bunny something else to do and preoccupying him elsewhere on the map, not allowing him to scout around, might already be a little bit of value too in that sense. Now, Roach Warren as well for Rogue, as we saw from True in the previous game. A little bit later though, of course, and that might mean that... Bunny does have a couple more forces, but that also means that Rogue can invest more in this attack. He can make more Roaches and then he can make more Ravagers, of course. It looks like that is going to be the deal here. Those Hellions and Reapers did come through, seeing that there weren't any workers on that third base. And the scan does see the Roach Warren here. Sees a couple of Roaches also on the way. Now Bunkers being thrown down too. Bunkers already out on, well... in the production tab. Out on the production tab. Let's see if they get out in time though. That's the big question. Tekla being thrown down onto that factory, deciding he needs to have some sort of a siege tank way to deal with this. Liberate. Actually going for the Medivacs here. Having all his bioforces up on the ramp. Potentially giving a little bit of extra time for those bunkers to finish up. The bunkers have finished up. He needs to pull his workers now to start repairing this. Alright, he does repair it in time. The biles are strong. There's not enough biles to instantly blow up bunkers. That would be absolutely crazy, of course, in a ridiculous amount of biles, but so far it's looking alright. Oh dear, the supply depot is going to burn down, isn't it? Oh, he's not repairing this one. Okay, he is now. Maybe I got a little bit too excited there, but... Alright, that is enough biles now to blow up bunkers instantly. And that is opened up the doorway for these Lynx and Roaches and Ravagers to start streaming in if they do so desire. Still blowing up a couple more supply depots as soon as those blow up as well. Here it comes, the Zerg. The Zerglings are everywhere. Oh, Biles right on top of the siege tank. The siege tank thought it was safe, but the Overlord came in from the side, giving vision on top of that high ground. Now all the Terran units are being forced up the ramp here as Rogue is ruling the low ground area now. And our third base for Bunny is looking rather ridiculous. Just sitting in the main base. Not adding anything, truly. That command center is already burning as well. The second one needs to be repaired too. SCVs coming through. Nice micro so far. Oh, the tank. Oh, nice pickup actually on that siege tank. Now moved backwards again as well. Gonna be able to wail away at the Ravagers from quite a distance. So it's gonna be very difficult for them to bile that one down. But still though, oh, so much damage is being taken here by Bunny. And Bunny on the back foot on just a one base economy as Rogue has been droning up behind this. Going up to 52 workers. Now, I mean, it already looked kind of hopeless beforehand in the previous game as well, right? With Bunny being behind, but then again, now he's not fighting against True. He's fighting against Rogue. Potentially a little bit of a higher caliber force here. 3 medevacs trying to maneuver around. I'm not even sure if there's units in those. Maybe just there to put Rogue on the back foot and giving a false impression of the amount of units that are here. There's a hole in the wall. How? Oh my dear lord. Definitely looks like Bunny is falling apart here a little bit. He did hold on. He's still in this one. But honestly, I feel like those Ravagers may have been able to hold that ramp area for even longer than that. Although Rogue moving backwards kind of says as well that he doesn't feel like he needs to anymore. He's dealt the damage that he needed to do. That's a lot of biles. Nice dodge from Bunny though. Nidus Worm on the way, boys. That is going to be quite something else. Where is it going to go towards? I mean, the Viking has been doing a good job cleaning up overlords here, so it might be difficult for Rogue to get that vision, but he still has 1 overlord on the 9 o'clock location here, which the Viking has not spotted, as Bunny is trying to do some sort of damage with, with his medevac play here. It's just being cleaned up. It's just not getting any foothold anywhere. Not being able to do anything, truly. Being dropped down further and further away from the Zerg bases, but it's less and less likely that it's gonna do damage from this location, of course. Oh boy, that is more links than you need. Scan did go down. I'm not sure if you saw that there is in fact the Nidus Worm. The Nidus Worm looking like it will come down in that 3rd base. Actually going for the main. I'm not sure if... Okay, Bunny should have vision of this. He's sending a couple of Marines already out there. He needs more units though to deny this. And oh my dear lord, I'm not even sure if there's units inside of that Nidus Worm, as there is more than enough here to just break the front door, forcing units to move into the main base to deal with the Nidus Worm. And then also coming into the main base with pretty much everything. A big swinging force. The hammer coming from underneath. As all the reinforcement is being pulled into that Nidus Worm right now. Rogue just needs it to be completed here. Looks like, oh my god, it is gonna get completed here. I'm not sure. Yep, all the roaches spilling out in the main base. Oh, that was so close. GG is called. I think Bunny pressed F2 there for a moment, guys. I saw on the minimap a couple of those Marines that were shooting the Nidus Worm moving downwards and then moving back upwards again. If that didn't happen, he would have killed off that Nidus Worm and he would have been okay, but unfortunately for him, that did not happen. I'm not even sure if he would have been okay even if he did kill off those Nidus Worms every time, because that was still a very heavy force of Zerg at the front door. Now that means that, you know what, Rogue tying up the series here, not allowing them to be taken lightly here, of course. And let's take a look at who we will be seeing out next from Woke Up to This. And it could very well be Alive. But maybe you want to keep Alive for the innovation match, potentially. So it could also be Trap, of course. What would I do in this situation? I think I would send out Trap, honestly. I honestly do think I would send out Trap to fight off against Rogue, because Rogue is such an incredible scary force, and to just, I don't want to be rude to Alive, but I feel like you're just kind of feeding Alive into Rogue right then and there, and just kind of being like, alright, Rogue, here's another nerd for you to kill. Good luck, Rogue. But then again, Trap is PvZ. I'm not sure how great that is at this time either. A friend of mine probably watches a lot more Protoss says that he doesn't like to watch Trap his PvZ. Just because, you know, he wants Trap to win. Alright. Yeah, I'd still say trap. I'd still say trap, just looking at these, what they have available to them. But, you know what, maybe we'll be proven wrong, maybe I'll be proven wrong, maybe Alive is gonna be put into this, in the map and just absolutely tear Rogue a new one. Some new way of dealing with Rogue here. But yeah, it's looking difficult. Rogue and Innovation, they're both just so scary. They are both incredibly scary people. It's nice though that they already got to beat True, so they're not going to fall down 3 points even further, because Woke Up To This desperately needs more points on the boards here. They are -5 in score, and you know what, let's hope they can do this. Alright, it is in fact a red Terran player. It is Alive on the floor right now, making his moves against the blue Zerg opponents. I'm sure we will be going towards any second now with the camera. Why is this supply depot so important, guys? Please, what are we watching here? Are we not doing introductions again? I just think they don't do introductions at all here. Maybe they decided I don't have the graphics for the introductions, so let's just not do introductions at all. That is what I think is happening here. Is this a command center first? Oh, that's what we're seeing. There's no gas either being taken there by Alive. Very, very interesting things happening here. And Rogue on the other side of the map as well, putting down his hatchery, but it is a spawning pool first. It is in fact a spawning pool first against the command center first. Now I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, because this map is absolutely gigantic. One of the bigger maps that we have, so it might still take a while for those Zerglings to move across the map, and potentially that command center is just going to be finished up before the Lynx even get there, and it's going to be able to fly away to safety. And those Lynx really just kind of want to deal with that command center, not allow it to finish. And behind this as well, a Roach Warren on the way. Rogue ramping up the aggression here, not wanting to take this game into the late game and just making it quick. It seems Rogue playing with Live on the edge here, and potentially it could very well work out for him, as that first command center first build is going to delay so much else. Of course, it's going to delay the factory, it's going to delay any sort of stim pack or tech lab upgrades that you could potentially get. Alive now maybe feeling quite comfortable. His command center has been finished up. Oh my god, he goes for a third command center. Please, no, Alive. Stop being this greedy. Oh my dear lord. This is not going to work out at all. The Overlord is going to be able to scout this out as well. Oh, actually, no, it's moving backwards. It just sees the Reaper here. But seeing the Reaper timing, you should be aware that this was a command center first. And now coming in with those Lynx on the backside. The Reaper, no clue what was happening there. On the wrong ramp, unfortunately. I got told to be on this ramp, but I was supposed to be on that ramp. It's like one of those pizza delivery guys trying to find the right address, but then just not being able to. Alright, there is the bunker, realizing that those Lynx are very, very quick, and he may very well be in trouble here. He needs some sort of a defense. Oh, yeah, okay, the Reaper now seeing those Ravages and Roaches. Quick pull away with the Marine into the main base. That is very important. Those SCVs, though, still in trouble. Doesn't want to lose the Reaper. The Reaper very valuable here. Every single unit for the Terran needs to stay alive pretty much to have any chance at defending this. The bunker is still up. All the SCVs are being pulled here, defending with this bunker. Can he hold on? Trying to get more surface area on top of these Roaches. It looks like the bunker is just barely enough to hold on. And, well, I mean, behind this, Rogue is droning up quite heavily, but 13 workers did go down. Now, it's not as horrible, of course, as it sounds, because there is the 3 command centers available, but I mean, it would still be better to not lose those workers than to lose all those workers and then replenishing them, of course. Alright. I mean, the supply depot also being destroyed here. Third base for Rogue on the way. Just casually making more drones behind this. And Rogue looking very dominant once again in this TVZ matchup. Alive in a world of trouble now. Sending his command center towards that third base location, but the Ravagers are there as well. Alright, enough Bioforce should be able to deal with the Zerg remaining forces, of course. Wait, he moved it backwards again? What is happening? Okay, he tried... Okay, that's good. It's good. He was gonna go and kill the Overlord, sitting upon the little ledge there. Of course, you cannot shoot those bullets above that ledge until you verify that that is in fact a Overlord and not some indigenous species that is about to go extinct because you thought it was an Overlord. So sending out a flying unit, making sure that it is in fact an Overlord, is the best way to deal with it. Okay, Marines, Marauders, making their way across town, looking for some damage of his own. Rogue has been happily droning up for a long time now. This might be a nice little timing, but Stimpack is Stimpack even here? I'm not... Okay, yeah, Stimpack is here. Coming in right now, trying to get right on top of those Ravagers. Dodging Biles pretty well so far, but more Roaches coming in from the south. Doesn't look like these Marines and Marauders will be having a happy trade. And now being forced to run back across the map. As he lost most of them, just trading for Lings. Would be kind of interesting to see the overall mineral and gas counts lost after that engagement. And Alive realizing that he might be in trouble. Rogue realizing after killing that many of the Bioforces, you know what, let's just go for a big counterattack. Making a lot of Roaches, making more Lings as well to help stream into this force. There's still, again, a big clump of Marines, though, accompanied by a couple of Marauders, again, being put at the front side of his base to buy more time for those bunkers. If the bunkers get up, maybe he has a good chance, but then again, there's more than enough Ravagers here to start dealing with those very easily from a distance. Also, the supply depots here, of course, being absolutely annihilated. And that means that there is in fact a big supply block being dealt here by Alive. Alive now repairing bunkers as much as he can. More bunkers are being created behind these bunkers. A second wave of bunkers here. That's more than enough Biles to blow up a bunker actually. Yep, they are. This time Alive though, being a smart little man, putting more distance between his bunkers actually. Just as I said it, I realized that those bunkers are being placed quite a lot closely. But just missing it with one Bile there. One more Bile would have killed it, but oh my dear lord, that's a lot of Lings. Biles coming in on top of those bunkers on the left side. One more bunker stands proud. Oh my dear lord, is it enough for Alive to still hold on here? So much Zerg is still streaming across the map. More and more Lings are on the way, and it feels like it's just a matter of time now before the Terran is going to fall. But then again, the repair is a very strong trying to deal with these types of things. He's lost quite a couple of SCVs again. He is ahead overall in the work account though, to be fair. So, I mean, Rogue is pretty much all in. If Alive manages to hold on here, he will be able to clean it up, but I mean, this is looking very rough. SCVs are gonna get pulled again. More Ravager Biles hitting absolutely everything here. A lot of SCVs dying off now. And now is the one advantage that Alive had. Being annihilated here, having to move back up to the ramp of his main base once again at 8:50. As Alive trying to scramble, trying to get some form of force once again available here. Biles are right behind those infantry, so they cannot move backwards. Very well played here by Rogue, and he's gonna take it once again. GG is called. And that means we're gonna move into game number 3, where Woke Up To This has got to send out their final ultimate player in the form of Trap. Probably the best player they have available right now. Let's see if he is gonna be able to deal with Rogue and then also Innovation afterwards, which is kind of my worry. Honestly, I thought Trap would be sent out there against Rogue in the first place and then keep alive back so he can try to fight off Innovation perhaps in the TVT, where it's a little bit more likely. Or I don't, you know what? It just feels like it's easier to do so. You know, it's a little bit more of a coin flip, the TVT. You know what? Just a nice siege tank positioning all of a sudden. Maybe it, you know what? A good drop that dealt more damage than it should have, and suddenly you're in a demanding lead that nobody can really throw away anymore. But against somebody like Rogue in the, you know, in the TVC matchup, it's so incredibly tough. It is really rough. And it is very hard to deal with. I won't say I blame them, of course, though. We're gonna have to wait and see. Woke up to this. The best thing that can happen for them right now is that they do win actually a single point from this series, which means they, even if they ultimately still win this series, they still will be on the bottom of the standings here. Definitely had to do more than that, so we're gonna have to wait and see how that works out for them. Very unfortunate overall, of course, but what was that? Something happening with the Koreans there. Little white bar moving across that screen. Anyway. Yeah, GG indeed. Rogue on an absolute tear versus the Terrans right now. Being able to take down two of them quite convincingly. Both actually going for very quick 3 CCs, and maybe that is because they feel uncomfortable playing against Rogue in a fair, equal game. And they feel like they have to take the early advantage. But who knows? Who knows? In the bottom right side we have Rogue again, the blue Zerg in the, well, location that we are looking at right now. There he is. I screwed that up. Normally I can just move the camera back to the other location and be like, yep, this is it, where what I was talking about. Anyway, can't do that now, can I? Anywho, anyhow. Anyway, yeah, both players looking for a macro opening here, it seems so far. Trap, of course, can be throwing me off a little bit here still. Depends on if he goes for some sort of a proxy. Or second gateway even at the front door. Doesn't look like it will be the case. Alright. Things have calmed down a little bit now again, of course. Since it's very rough to have as much action as we have in the later parts of the game as you have in the first parts of the game. As any good StarCraft 2 fan knows. Oh, there he is. Yep, Trap got a little bit impatient there. He was like, wait, you didn't get a third base? You're not making one? Alright, let me just move out here. Oh, there he is. He's not going to be able to block it off forever, though. I have third base now being thrown down. But actually, 150 minerals did get farmed up before it got thrown down there. So quite a significant delay. Honestly, very well done there by Trap. It is a slight advantage, but you know what? It's still an advantage. And once you're playing against someone like Rogue, you need every single slight advantage in the book you can get to still have a shot at fighting off this what's a good way to describe him? He's a dreadnought of a player, honestly. A dreadnought player. Dreadnought, of course, one of the battleship classes that was created in World War I. Just kind of made all the other battleships that were available, like even a year or half a year ago, that were more than enough to kill off anything that was in the sea. And then the Dreadnought came along and made all those ships pretty much useless, because all of them would not be able to kill off one of that Dreadnought ships. And then, of course, the Dreadnought became the name for the entirety of all those classes. That's how I feel Rogue is. But then again, Trap, he's probably part of the same class here. Always proving himself in the GSL, making absolute amazing runs. Can he do it here? Getting the Stargate opening a Phoenix, already showing it, of course, what is happening there. So Sporecrawler should be on the way against any sort of Oracle play. Queens also being constructed here. More queens maybe potentially on the production tab. I wouldn't mind it, Rogue, if you make more queens. You can't hear me, of course, but I still worry. I still worry right here. Oh, nice, nice. Pulling away a single queen here from the third base as the Oracle comes in. That's not too shabby. Actually gonna... He was targeting down a Sporecrawler there for a while. I'm not sure if you can actually kill it. I was like, can you kill this? Is this gonna get killed? Maybe it was if the queens didn't come in there, but a little bit unfortunate that they did. Two queens running through, protecting that little drone sea there. Now two Oracles on the top, gonna try their best at one-shotting drones in the main base. There's a queen and a Sporecrawler here though, gonna make things very difficult. Two drones, three drones going down still. And that's more than you should ask for when there is already that much air defense. And not even taking too much damage on his Oracles either. Still pretty healthy Oracles, honestly. So he's gonna be able to go in again at some later points here. And he's still killing off more Overlords, it seems, as well with that Phoenix. Oh, that is so cool. Using the Phoenix to force the queens away on the right side and then going in with the Oracles on the left side there. Just having a little bit of an opening. Taking down two more drones there. But he does have three Oracles now, which is quite a large amount. The Lynx just moving away right now as two Adepts shading into the base here, forcing the drones to be pulled away. Trap doing quite a nice bit of harassment here, still dealing with his opponent quite nicely, but then again Lynx are rolling across the map here, only having surface area for two Lynx at the same time because of those two pylons there, so very nicely played by Trap. Those two pylons are absolutely amazing, of course. You see it a lot happening, and you see them being put down like that pretty much every time. You'll see all the Protoss players make this kind of formation, of course, against the Lynx. It's nothing that new or truly spectacular, but it's still pretty cool to see overall, you know. It's still one of those things that ultimately got infused into StarCraft 2, where, you know, it's the slight advantage and just agreed upon thing that everyone does now. You know, and then if you're new to StarCraft 2, you see this and you don't really think about it too much, but then after you realize what it actually does, it's like, wow, mind blown. The amount of value you get from this absolutely crazy. Alright. +2 melee attack on the way here for Rogue. +1 for Trap. As Charge is also about to finish up. There's a War Prism on the way too. In the High Templar Archives also now having been finished up. So the Storm upgrade, are we going to see it? Or is it just going to be for Archons? That's the question here. Is he going to try to go for some sort of 3-base attack? Or is he going to try to continue on into the late game? It is going to be Archons. So it looks like Trap is going to try his hand at attacking anytime soon. Making use of that War Prism as well. We're gonna see those Sentries, Immortals and Archons moving across the map, accompanied by those Zealots, of course, with the Charge upgrade. Where's the War Prism? It did get scouted out quite quickly here by Rogue that this is incoming, so he's gonna make a lot of Banelings, but Banelings against Force Fields and Archons, I mean, that could go both ways, guys. You either need a massive surround or... Okay, I mean, this is a very good position for Rogue to engage, but his Banelings aren't done yet. That is quite dangerous. Oh, okay. Wow. Killing off all the Banelings without getting hit at all here. Oh, Trap moving forwards. More Banelings being created on the bottom here as 18 Banelings in total. And a lot more Banelings already out on the field. More Archons being created also. Needs to be careful not to allow... Oh, Status Trap right on top of half of those Banelings. Absolutely amazing stuff here out of Trap. Trap needs to be careful. Needs to... Oh, be careful of those Banelings still hitting so many of the Zealots. None of them got split up at all whatsoever. And that's going to force the retreat even after such an incredible start of that engagement. Just a couple of Banelings hitting the entirety of the Zealot army there. That was absolutely crazy. He should have had that, honestly, in no competition at all anymore, but all his forces were clumped up and they took so much AoE damage from those Banelings. So, yeah, just a little bit of miss micro there from Trap, and everything backfires again. Now he is getting the Storm upgrade behind this. He's getting a 4th base as well. So he's not out of this yet. He's still in a pretty reasonable position to take this. But the Hive technology is already on the way here for Rogue. And Rogue... Oh, that is a Baneling drop coming in as well. Oh, single Baneling getting 6. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, it's raining death. Death and acid coming down right on top of those poor little probies. 19 probes having been killed. Down to 55 probes now in total. Trap is... You know what? He was looking so incredibly good at the start of this. And then he just... Oh my dear lord. I feel so much for him right now. Right, this is a little bit of nice micro. But, oh no, my dear. Whoa, on the top of the High Templar. Are you kidding me? No, he didn't make them into Archons beforehand. I think he was just saving them so he would have more energy for the storm, ultimately. That was crazy, guys. I don't know even what I was seeing. This is an incredible amount of Banelings just absolutely everywhere. Rogue tearing Trap apart. And, I mean, okay, those are really good status traps, but it's going to be enough more. Oh, God. Oh, dim. Alright, well, I mean, maybe he doesn't need probes, alright? Maybe Trap doesn't need probes. Is that a thing that can happen? Maybe he's okay not having probes. Hopefully. Let's hope he's okay not having probes. 14 more probes going down. He's back up to 60 though. He's like, his macro is on point. He's still getting the best that he can. Done with this. Oh my dear lord, please deal with those probes. Banelings, please deal with those Banelings. Trap, what are you doing? You trapped them and now they're just sitting there. They're gonna go back into the mineral line. What are you doing, Trap? Oh my dear lord. Okay, I mean, yeah, alright. They're moving backwards. Nothing to... Oh, they're still gonna kill 8 probes. Are you kidding me, Trap? What is happening, man? I don't feel like we're watching Trap play, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, my dear lord. Right, like the status traps have been absolutely beautiful, but doesn't look like he's been making use of the stuff that happens afterwards as much as he could. And Rogue on his side of the map has just happily been making whatever he wants, honestly. 151 Zerglings on the map here, rolling through. That's enough links to start fighting against Archons and Zealots. If it wasn't for that status trap, honestly, that army would have died. And that base would have died, the cannons would have died, more probes would have died. Oh no, what are those High Templar doing here? He's gonna lose the High Templar, isn't he? Yeah, alright. I mean, I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. This is absolutely gut-wrenching to watch, honestly. We're watching mistake after mistake coming out here from Trap. And I'm not saying I can do better, but... Ugh. Oh, my dear lord. Alright, anyway. Can Trap still get some sort of a force here ready to go into this? I mean... The Ultralisk are being created. It's only 13 minutes into the game, but Rogue has his side of the map already covered in creep, covered in bases, and it's been a long time since we've seen any probe or Protoss units move on the Zerg side of the map here. And now losing more High Templar, losing more Zealots. As he just is getting overwhelmed by Zerglings. Luckily catching a couple of Banelings once again with the status trap, but he's just leaving them there. He's just leaving them there just to their own fate. And he's gonna delay the probe kills, but I mean, it's still gonna happen though, isn't it? Okay, he has an Archon here, that's good. Okay, that's really good. Okay, that's good. Glad that didn't happen again here. Oh, red HP Archon. That's close. Okay. This is the problem. Archons do not do well against Ultralisk. They do well against the Lynx, but Ultralisk not so much. Also Zealots, kind of the same deal. Oh, that's a massive surround coming in, and the Ultralisk now gonna start wailing away on top of the front forces here as the Banelings coming in from behind as well. Oracle's trying the best to come into, helping out the Archons that are being morphed in here. To Immortals, the saving grace, full trap now forcing those 4 Ultralisk backwards, but still, it is 7 base versus 4 base. And Trap now trying to get a late game army composition. He's got a fleet beacon. He's got 1 Stargate up. Dear Lord. Can Trap continue to make something happen here? This is... I mean... I'm not sure what to say anymore, guys. I'm not sure. Can I still hype this up? Would anyone believe me? Would anyone believe me still? After this devastating amounts of damage being taken here by Trap over and over. And Rogue just getting everything he wants, everything he needs, truly, to just get this game into a victory. I mean, Banelings blowing up on Archons, that's a good start, but he needs that to happen quite a couple more times here. Now, that's a good status trap as well, forcing a lot of links behind on top of those Archon, or the Ultralisk, so... I mean, he might still hold on here, actually. I think he will hold on. Yeah, he does have enough of the Immortals. A nice little concave area there. Was very difficult for Rogue to push into. So he's still winning this fight, but I'm not sure if he's gonna get... You know, I'm not sure if that was convincing enough to start pushing across the map now. With those forces. Zerglings finishing off another base here. 4 oracles still on the map. And those are the same oracles, I believe, that were here at the start of the game. So at least we're watching oracles do absolutely amazing, just control-wise. But as I say that, though. Oh boy, oh boy. Guys, close your eyes. If you're a Protoss fan, close your eyes now. Do not open them until I say it's okay. I mean, this is not gonna end well. Banelings, Ultralisk, and about a gazillion Zerglings running through here. Killing of Immortals as the Archons are fighting Ultralisk and the Immortals are fighting Zerglings. Yeesh. It's good Warpers and Micro. Look at the HP. Oh, never mind. Okay, well. GG is called. Alright, guys. Open up those eyes again. Oh, there we go. Well, that means... that means, Rogue... Actually, that's an all-kill for Rogue, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. He beat Alive, he beat Bunny too. Bunny beat True, and then Rogue beat Bunny, then he beat Alive, and now he beat Strat. That's another all-kill, guys. That's another all-kill on the board. We saw... DRG also all-kill. That's 2 all-kills! That's 2 all-kills! What? Why? Why is this happening? We want more StarCraft! Look at how devastated the... Oh my god, look at how devastated they are as well. Look at them. They're so devastated. The casters are like, what just happened? I thought we were gonna have a big tournament. Well, guys, it's not gonna happen this time. We'll be back tomorrow though, with more games, more players, and potentially more all kills. Who knows what will occur in that day, but yeah, today was an absolute wrecking from, well, both DRG and Rogue. I cannot believe still that DRG all killed 3 Zerg players there. I still feel like I'm just misremembering that entire thing. DRG kills Armani, Impact, and Dog. I believe. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did, actually. I'm remembering this now again. That was crazy to watch. Honestly, I did not expect any of that to happen. Rogue more so, of course. I was expecting to take out those victories. I thought versus Trap it would be a lot closer, but yeah. Yeah, maybe it wasn't Dark's day, but who knows, guys? Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna wait for these other players as well, or the other casters to kind of finish things up. We will be coming back tomorrow. Oh, these are today's results. Here we go. Let's take a look at those. Today's results. 3-1 for this team right here. True losing, and then Rogue just killing 3 people. Going through Alive, Bunny, and Trap. Not in that order. And then I'm not sure if we're still going to see the other match results as well. Maybe we will. Anyway. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Kozen. You can find me over here, really Kozen, on my Twitter or Twitch, whatever you want. That's where I'm found if you want to get into contact. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. Next. Look at that. This is for tomorrow. Dark Impact Armani versus Ragnarok, Patience, and Super. And then match number 2 will be Rogue, Innovation, and True versus Sue, Fantasy, and DRG. So make sure to tune into that one. We will have our Protoss players then in the pool as well. So if you're a Protoss fan, make sure to check out tomorrow. Unfortunately, for me, I will not be here. We will have another Alpha X caster available though. I'm sure you will all be in great hands, and thanks so much. I believe it is Passa. Thanks to him so much for filling in, of course, when I'm not available. Very much appreciated. And yeah, so go check out this tomorrow. Day number 5. It looks pretty stacked, guys. There's Zergs from Burn Park. Dark Park, I wanted to say. Looking really good. And maybe Fantasy will indeed finally get to play. That would be rather nice to see as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure how close they are to the end. I kind of want to bow at the same time again. I'm trying to kind of make that a thing. But, yeah, I've been Kozen. Thanks so much to my my Alpha X team for letting me get these opportunities of casting these types of games. They are absolutely amazing. And I still kind of feel like I'm casting alongside the great Korean casters here. Even though, you know what, I know they don't have a clue about what is going on my stream, probably. There's someone else probably checking that out sometimes, now and again, just checking in if nothing is going absolutely horrible. But, yeah, guys. 2 all kills today, that is absolutely crazy. I'm not sure what went wrong here today for Trap. He was just not having a good day. Maybe he went out yesterday to drink and he woke up to this. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. I'm sure the bow is coming in. I'm sure it will. Oh my dear lord. Anyway, what else should I say? Don't forget to stay hydrated. But yeah, okay. I'll be heading off then, guys, anytime now. I'm sure, you know what? I'm not sure what to talk about anymore. I'm sure don't know what to talk about. What can I still talk? I'm like, even if I get into a whole different subject, I'm afraid that then suddenly they are going to end it, right? I think they're talking about how the entirety of the map side of Rogue was discovered in Creep, and how he just had everything available to him, and tried to go at some places, but nothing worked. Nothing worked at all. And look at that, they're all laughing at it now. Like, yes, Rogue played that very well. Rogue did an amazing job. I'm glad I'm not playing against Rogue, right? Am I right, guys? Yes, that's true. Oh, man. We would get crushed. Anyway, me too as well. Maybe TY wouldn't, of course, but you know what? Yeah, it's a whole different story, of course. Because, you know what? Casters are great players as well. Yeah, so Busan Guide number 2, maybe the schools overall. I'm sure we're gonna go ahead and see those as well still appear, but maybe we can just kind of go over them. Busan Guide 2, gonna go up to 8 points in total. Burn Park going down here to -2 points. Steamed Bun Gang is gonna take second place, I believe, with a single point. So that's going to be a 7-point difference between first and second place. Guys, that's absolutely massive. I'm not sure if anyone's ever going to be able to catch up to them anymore after that happens. And then Woke Up to This. Woke Up to This is going down 2 more points. -7. That's also massive. I'm not sure if they're ever going to recover from that. It's going to be very difficult. For sure. And then, yeah, I mean, Patience one-man team still on 0. Jin Air Yo also still on 0, not getting to play, unfortunately. Gonna have to wait for those a little bit longer for them to play against the other teams. And it looks like they are still talking about the game. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, guys. Are we gonna see more games all of a sudden? Are they like, well, that was very short. Maybe we should just add 2 other teams to the schedule right here and get them to play now. Let's try to contact them. Like, soon they'll be picking up their phones, trying to call the other teams. Like, hello, we need more players. We need more games. I'm sure that won't happen though. That would. But yeah. Anyway, they are in a hefty discussion. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just getting more teams to play today instead of tomorrow. I mean, I won't be here tomorrow, so it would just work out for me in overall scheduling. Anyway, I still want to get the same outro as them, guys. That's why I'm still just continuously talking about this. I am amazed with the amount of talking they managed to do after this one. Maybe they're just fanboying about DRG being able to all kill. Who would have known? Who would have guessed that to happen? All kill. Oh, they're doing a raffle? Is this a raffle or something? Somebody just won a bunch of money, I think. Look at that. Is this a donation? What just happened here? Does somebody know Korean? I want to talk about that too. I want to talk about that too. Looks like a lot of money. But, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow Fantasy will play. I mean, if Fantasy also gets to do an all kill, that would be amazing. All of the Busan Guy 2 guys will have an all kill. And Su still on his 100% win rate as well. 100% win rate. That's truly magnificent. It's only 6 games to be fair, but then again, I mean, 100. You're not gonna see that every day. Even if he does lose 1 game right now, that would be like 7 games, right? So that would put him down on like, I don't know, 20-something percentage. So then it would be on 70-something win rate. But it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. It's still pretty darn impressive. How are they still talking? What? Okay. Maybe they're just trying to fill up time. Maybe they promised a certain amount of time to Afrika TV for this to take up. If only I still had someone to talk to as well. It would make things easier. I guess I still have you guys in the chat. Right, chat? Oh, darkness, my old friend. Anyway, let me get you guys the standings again. I'm not sure if anyone is still here, but there you go. That's the standings right now. That's the scores overall, how the teams are doing. I'm not sure if it's already been updated, probably. Knowing the Liquipedia people. Yep, it's already been updated. So it's +8 now for Busengai 2. It's +1 for Steamed Bun Bang. And they went 7-6. That's a big difference. 9-1 and 7-6. I mean, that's really something else. And the bottom teams over here, Burn Park and Woke Up to This, not having the greatest of time. -8 and -2. Oh! I missed it again. Been waiting for so long and it never works. Alright, anyway. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.